Does the Gladiator trump the Tacoma, or is it just biding its time? Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Pretty good here. So, does the Jeep Gladiator trump the Toyota Tacoma, or are they just biding their time? You know, I've elected to look into 5 different areas to kind of try to answer that question, I guess. And the first one is comfort. You know, I have both trucks and I drive them about equally. I kind of split time between the two of them. And I gotta say, you know, the Jeep Gladiator is more comfy. It just seems to have a plusher seat and more elbow room inside the cab here. And I don't know if it's maybe because, you know, I have this light interior. You know, it's kind of like painting a room dark or painting a room light. You know, if you paint it dark, it shrinks the room, right? If you paint it light, the room seems bigger. The room doesn't really change, it's your perception of it. So I wonder if my perception is due to the fact that it is light in here and maybe it is just the same. I don't know, but either way, it does feel a little bit bigger and more comfortable inside the Jeep Gladiator. The suspension, not really a fair comparison because I obviously have different wheels and tires as well as a lift on my Tacoma, although I do have aftermarket wheels and tires on the Gladiator, so really just comes down to the suspension, I suppose. And I must say, the Jeep Gladiator kind of feels like you're riding on a cushion, you know? It just kind of floats along, nice and smooth, and that's even with the bigger tires and wheels that I've put on this truck. So I got to put a check mark on the ballot side of the Jeep Gladiator. Next up, power. You know, which one has the most power? You know, I love power in my vehicles. I hate when they can't get out of their own way. It drives me insane. The Jeep Gladiator definitely has more power, which is funny because when you look at comparisons, test results between the two, I believe the Tacoma always comes out up on top. But again, maybe it's perception, I don't know, but the Jeep Gladiator just feels more powerful to me. It feels more responsive, it feels quicker off the line, and it feels quicker from a rolling start, if you will. Even on the freeways, when I'm at freeway speed, it feels like when I hit the gas, it jumps into another gear. And of course, it does have 8 gears. It is an 8-speed, so that probably doesn't hurt. But it definitely feels more powerful than the Toyota Tacoma. So I guess we have to put another check in that box for the Jeep Gladiator. Next up, we have versatility. Now, when I'm talking about versatility, I'm going to talk about 2 different categories here. So when I'm speaking about versatility, I'm more talking about what you can do with the truck, the fun factor, you know, the work factor, how capable, not capable, but how versatile is it across the spectrum, if you will. Well, first of all, it's a Jeep, it can go anywhere, but I really believe the Toyota Tacoma can too. We do have the convertible feature here. I could remove all of the panels, everything, and be fully open, completely top down in the Jeep Gladiator. Obviously, I cannot do that in the Toyota Tacoma. We don't have that option. It'd be kind of cool if we did, don't you think? Or maybe even if Toyota were to put that fully down window in the back, like they have in the Tundras, right? Would it be cool if you could hit the button in the Tacoma and that rear window would go all the way down? We don't have that. So obviously, the Jeep Gladiator is going to check that box, if you will. As far as work goes, they're both trucks. You can throw stuff in the bed of both of them. So I put them about equal as far as that goes. Which brings me to my next category, and that is capability. You know, it's sad to say really, but at least numbers-wise, the Jeep Gladiator is a more capable truck. It has a higher payload. It has a higher towing capacity. So if you're using it for work and stuff like that, the Jeep Gladiator is going to win. We have to put another check in that box for the Jeep Gladiator. So far, if we tally up the ballots, it is 4-0. A resounding landslide for the Jeep Gladiator so far. Next, I want to talk about head turning. You know, the Jeep Gladiator is unlike anything else that's out there on the road. You know, you never mistake it for something else. You're never going to think that, gee, that could be a Chevy Colorado or a Ford Ranger or maybe even a Toyota Tacoma. You're always going to know that it is a Jeep Gladiator. Nothing else like it on the road, and it turns a lot of heads. I got to say, when I'm out driving around, I pay attention to these kind of things, I guess. Maybe I'm a little truck vain, I don't know. But when I'm out driving around, I always notice that the Jeep Gladiator gets more attention. More people seem to turn around and look at it. I had somebody a little while back, I wasn't even outside. They're giving me thumbs up as I'm going by, and I'm like, really? I mean, I don't know. When you're outside of the truck, it never fails somebody asks about it. You know, how do you like it? What kind of fuel economy do you get? Are they expensive? Is it really just a Jeep with a bed on the back? It's funny what people ask sometimes about it, but it definitely gets more attention, and it certainly scores higher than the Tacoma does on the head turning category. Now, I will preface that, or I will say that my Tacoma gets a lot of attention anyway. I mean, it is modified. It is voodoo blue, so it's kind of hard not to have that color catch your eye, right? I mean, when you're out and you're driving around, even me, and I drive a voodoo blue Tacoma, but when I see another one, and I've only seen two here, my eye always gravitates towards them, right? Because they're just that vibrant blue color. So it's awesome for that. But I gotta say, if I have to vote for one or the other, it's gotta be the Jeep Gladiator, because I just get more attention, I don't know, more comments, more people seem to be interested in it than they do the Toyota Tacoma. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of answer that question. You know, does the Gladiator trump the Tacoma, or is it just biding its time? Now, as far as biding its time, what I mean by that, other than the hopefully obvious pun, is, are they going to be around? You know, is Jeep doing this just to poke the bear, you know, to poke Toyota? Or are they in it for the long haul? You know, time will tell. We don't know if sales take a dip or they don't do exactly what, you know, Jeep wants them to do. Maybe they pull the plug. Hard to tell. I hope not. I hope they're in it for the long term, because it would be very interesting to see what Jeep does with the Gladiator and where it goes ultimately. We'll see. Anyway, leave a comment below. Let me know which one you vote for. Also, real quick, if you're interested, check out my other channel. It is Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. Don't forget to check that notification box so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.